No. Oh, I say! Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Good morning, Savva here from Football Heritage TV. Hope that everybody is well. And before anyone else says it, yeah, my hair needs a massive haircut. I completely see it. Big up to each and every one of you. I hope you are all well. Any breaking news this morning for Tottenham? I'm afraid I can't bring you anything certain on that front. Lewis Hall has signed for Newcastle on loan this morning. Other than that, what I can tell you, sorry, let me get the lighting right. Sorry, all of a sudden, the sun just poured in. It was mad. Lovely morning here in South London. What I can tell you is this, people. There are 10 days to go now. Including today, there are 10 days to go in the transfer market. What do we do? What is happening? Are people starting to panic? I feel a little bit like I was probably a little bit optimistic in saying that we'd spend that money. The Kane money. I still feel that there'll be another signing or two. I'm just now starting to worry about what will that look like. Will those signings be of note? Will those signings be the level that is required and I say required, the level that is needed to help Spurs throughout this season? It's been a good start, sure, but there is a lot that needs to happen at this football club. Let me start by saying hello to some people. Ground rules, as always. Smash the like button, people. Big up to you. You've all been very generous this morning so far. Apologies, a couple of minutes late. For some reason, I couldn't get StreamYard and YouTube to sync. I don't know what was happening there, but it wouldn't sync together. Now it has, and it looks like everything is good. Big up to Vinny Rowley. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to Craig Henshaw's in the chat. Rinketic is in the chat. Yeah, I would definitely take Locatelli and Orban. Definitely, and Tosin, to be honest. So, yeah, I agree with you. Good morning to Tigaro, the Richarlison. Good morning to Tigaro, the single parent theory. How are you, my man? You good? You well? Hope everyone is well this morning. What a lovely day. Tigara's already put a question. I'll get to some questions in a minute. As I said, please get any questions in. I will try and get to as many questions as possible, but sometimes there are a lot of comments in the chat. Good morning to Scott Colliver. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about James Maddison. I feel like he's injured, but we haven't been told, or maybe it's a non-story, but we'll get to that. Loves music. Big up, my man. One of the good ones. I said, surely we'll get some players out this week. We'll be talking about that as well. And also, if anyone would like a show, let me know if you would like me to put on a show tonight. We can have a show at about 8 p.m. Let me know if that would work for everyone. I say if that will work for everyone, I'm going to do it. And then if anyone wants to join, they can. So big up to everybody. Scholesy is in the chat. Big up, Sav. Hope you're good. I'm very well, thank you. Much appreciated. Martin Knightsbridge, big up to you. Lovely for you to come on stream yesterday. Nice to see, put a face to the name, so to speak. Pedro, good morning to you. Mark Cooper, good morning to you. I won't be able to say good morning to everyone, but hopefully everyone is well. Sorry, no, I wasn't. Listen, apologies. I couldn't get YouTube and StreamYard to sync, so I do apologise. Normally, Norman Stanley Fletcher's here. Said, morning, Sam. Hope you recovered from the pylon last night. No, listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Have a couple of shots. A stream that was needed, and yeah, good that everyone managed to get things off their chest and actually have a conversation. Look, I'm one of these people in life. I like to try and broker peace. Not everyone wants that. I appreciate that. I can only speak for myself. And I don't make any apologies to anybody for that. Arteta Son said, rice, baby. I'm guessing you're an Arsenal fan. What did you make of your performance last night? Convinced? Have Arsenal convinced you so far? Or is it all that matters is you got the 2 wins so far? Let me know. Mark Cousins said, morning, Savva. Have we signed anyone? No, I don't think we have. I'm desperately looking round for transfer news, for some transfer gossip. I can't even find anything remotely to get excited about. Apparently, Real Madrid are interested in Gabriel of Arsenal, and Arsenal have said no. Chukwuemeka of Chelsea is going to be out for 6 weeks. That's Chukwuemeka. That's Reece James. That's Fofana. That's Nkunku. They're starting to pile up on the injuries already, aren't they, at Chelsea? And the Rodrigo deal to Al Ali has collapsed. It has collapsed. DePaul apparently has said he's prepared to stay at Atleti and fight for his club after speaking to Diego Simeone. Does that have a knock-on effect on Højbjerg going out? Is this bad news for Tottenham? I know it's not our club, but one deal triggers another deal, right? Sorry, there's an alarm going off in a house somewhere over the road. Anyway, and the last bit of news this morning is West Ham and Stuttgart have exchanged all the final documents for Konstantinos Mavropanos, a Greek player, a Greek international from Stuttgart, is on his way to West Ham to bolster their backline. And also Union Berlin look like they're about to sign the legend that is Italian centre-half Leonardo Bonucci, bringing a bit of experience there. So that brings you up to date with what's happening in the world of transfers. And unfortunately, I can't bring you any update that says, hey, Tottenham are doing pieces. Let's get some comments. Dom Dewsbury said, I like the intro music. This is class. Thanks, Dom. Always nice to hear nice things. Ava said, morning, Sav. Saw your pod last night. Just want to say thank you for your hard work. I speak on behalf of all true Spurs fans. We appreciate what you do. Listen, thank you. That's nice. Very nice to hear. Listen, I just want to talk football, right? I want to put all the drama behind, and I just want to talk football, right? Life is way too short. Life is way too short for all this nonsense. So I'm really glad it happened. Dennis Tunchich said, what the BS we are going for Johnston? 50 million. Are they stupid? Are we talking about Brennan Johnson here? Are we talking about Brennan Johnson? Listen, I don't mind Brennan Johnson. I actually think I'd play him on the right instead of Kulu. But is he the goal scorer needed? I don't know. I'm not saying he's not. I mean, I think he got maybe 8, 9 Premier. Should we have a look? Let's have a little look. What did Brennan Johnson do? Brennan Johnson, 1 second. So let's have a look at Brennan Johnson's stats from last season. So I think we can see last season that Brennan Johnson, hopefully you can see that, played 38. Oh, that's all gone a bit skewiffed. 38 games, 8 goals. So 8, 16, 24, 32, just under 1 in 4 for a bloke playing in a team that was in a relegation battle. Is it the worst? I don't think it's the worst. I quite like him as a footballer. 50 million. Can you see Spurs spending that on Brennan Johnson? I'm not so sure. Big up to Kate. Thank you very much for your lovely message this morning, Kate. It really did mean a lot to me. I hope, obviously, what I told you was very confidential and personal to me. So thank you for that. And just anyone, apologies yesterday again. I did need to jump out the stream. I had something really personal happen in my life that wasn't very nice. And that's why. So listen, we move forward. Today's a new day. That's the best thing about life. I learned this a long time ago when I was coming out, recovering from depression a long time ago, is that the sun will rise every morning. And every morning is a chance to have a better day than the day before. So listen, that was all a bit philosophical. Let's get back to football, shall we? Let's get back to the football. Big up to each and every one of you. Santu, always a massive supporter of the channel. Just put in a super sticker. Santu, what would I do without you? Thank you so much for all of your support over the last year or so. Big up to you. Thank you so much. Tigaro, the single parent theory, said, what is going on with our transfers? The silence is deafening. Now, let's talk about this. When something goes this quiet, it means one of two things. Either A, on this hand, nothing is happening. B, on this hand, some things could happen and we're just not ready to pull the trigger yet. Is it Daniel Levy trying to get the best deals at the end of the window? All I know is it's always good fun being a Spurs fan, isn't it? If I can put it like that, it's always good fun. Good morning, Philly. Good morning, Philly has said, Philly, good morning, Philly. Philly has said, good morning, Savva, and the magnificent chat. Regarding Maddison, strength and depth is a large part of football, as is lack of it. Listen, if he is out, that's where we see Lo Celso, right? Lots of people have wanted to see Lo Celso. This is where he has to come to the party and take that mantle. So far, I've not seen a massive update on James Maddison. I don't know if anyone else has, but I've not seen a massive update on him. El Dante, good morning to you. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you're well. And as I've said, I will be doing a channel member show later in the week. So channel members, fear not. I will be doing a channel member show later in the week. But today, I do have a show at 8 p.m. unless any breaking news happens. And then we'll do a show a lot earlier. Jishnu has said, could have signed Pavard. Imagine Pavard, Romero, VDV, Doji. Could have. I think the thing is, Jishnu, this is the problem. When big clubs like Inter Milan want a player, do Tottenham suddenly become out of the running? This is what I think. When we just say we should have got him, we should have bid for him. Maybe the player doesn't want to join Tottenham Hotspur. I'm just throwing a theory out there. That's all. Nothing more, my friend. Hugo Bosswood has said, looks like PAEH to Madrid is off as their player turned down Saudi. Yes, absolutely. That is really, really worrying. Brian has said, morning, mate. Saw a large part last night. Had to leave early. Fair play to you. Hope you guys came to resolution. All is good. As I said, I'm not getting involved in any drama. All is good. Absolutely. Ben Kaufman is here. Ben K, the UK's #1 moderator. I'm going to get a T-shirt with that put on. I said the usual rules apply. Absolutely usual rules. There's 425 you in here. Smash that like button. We're only on 153. And keep smashing that subscribe button, people. It is always appreciated as we glide. We're gliding. I don't know if that's the right word, actually, as we move, strive towards 10,250. And we're only 90 away. So thank you very much to everyone that has liked and subscribed to the show. It really is appreciated by myself. So thank you very much to absolutely everybody. We will, as I said, be doing a show later tonight. I will have a video coming out today. There'll be a few bits. By the way, you might see a little bit more activity from me on TikTok and Instagram. I've got a new guy that's doing my socials for me. So you might see a little bit more. If you haven't, and you would like to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, please feel free. It's just Football Heritage TV. It's all football. There's nothing about my personal life on there. There's no pictures of my family. There's no pictures of food. There's no pictures of anything. It's football related, all right? So if anyone thinks they're going to go over and see a few bits about, you're not. It's just football, all right? It's not a personal account. It's a football account. Jolly Swagman, I love that. So gift Orban a priority. Lots of talks, guys and girls, lots of talk going on that Fulham are in for gift Orban as a replacement for Mitrovic. That would be gutting, wouldn't it? That would be really, really gutting if Fulham were to nip in and get Orban after all this talk of us being linked with him. We will see. It's a day in the life of Tottenham Hotspur. Tisnado has said, hit those likes and subscribe, peeps. Give Savva the love. Big up to you, Tisnado. Thank you very much. As you said that, someone unsubscribed. Oh, the irony. Big up to Ben, who's in the chat. Said, big up, Savva. Love the shows where you involve the chat. Keep doing you. Yeah, man. Nothing will change. This is how we do. This is how we roll. Listen, I'll be honest, I like doing a lot of work by myself. I do. I like every now and then getting people involved. When I do the shows by myself, it allows me to bring all the comments up, or as many as possible, and it allows me to flow. Mark Howitt has said, good day, Savva. Any more news about the potential of nabbing Jota? I'm not sure. I feel like it was just more fans saying it, if I'm honest, Mark. I haven't seen anything linking him to us. I think it was probably more to do with the fact that he's played for Ange Postecoglou, but I haven't seen anything linking him to us. Big up Alan Adams. Say good morning, Savva. It's going to be a good couple of days. Feel it in my bones. Onwards and upwards. Let's hope so, Alan. I really hope so. This fan base needs some good news. We really, really need some good news, don't we? Big up to Daniel Harris in the chat. Big up, my man. Hope you're well. Daniel, it's getting closer to that end of that transfer window. Come on, got to spend that money. Come on. I don't want you to be right on this. I really don't want you to be right. AJ, good morning, Savva. although I don't always agree with everything you say, for me, you're one of the bbest YouTubers, Spurs or otherwise, that I've seen working hard with great content. Thank you for the nice words. Listen, I'm just me. I'm unapologetically me. That would be the name of my album. Or someone might have an album called that. Guys and girls, look, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to ask all show, but what would be wonderful, there's nearly 470 of you in here. Let's see if we can get that to 10,175. That's just 17 subs, if 18 subs, if my math works out right. Let's smash that like button, smash that subscribe. Come on, let's do it. I'll put in the graph for you, you put in the graph for me, and we'll take it from there. The Perchy TV, big up, one of my favourite people in the world. Big up, Perchy. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for the chat we had last night. Done that one, the Perchy. It said Benjani. I don't know what that was about, but okay. East London Gooner, good morning. Good morning to you. What did you make of your team last night? A bit of a lackluster performance again. Were you happy? Let me know what you thought. Are you impressed with Arsenal to date? Are you not? Let me know. Let me know. Absolutely. Alpesh, big up to you. It said, morning, Savva. It looks like last minute Levy time and probably Ange signings time. Listen, it needs to. We can't get to the end of the window and there's no more ins or outs. We can't. We really, really can't. Good morning, Shane Reynolds, channel member. Big up to you. In a coma has said, what type of show? Oh, it depends, mate. It depends. Bush Ranger said, morning, mate. I'm watching you whilst having dinner. Become a habit of mine. Maddison will be fine, but we'd love to see Gio get a run out, see where he's at. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that Gio might feature heavily. He hasn't so far, but it's a long season, right? But let's be honest, right? At the end of the day, he might go, right? There's nothing to say that he's definitely going to stay. No, the members phone-in show is not tonight. The members phone-in show will be at the back end of the week. It's not tonight. There is a show at 8, but it will be sorry. There's my mate who's very heavily Enoch in, just a little bit of Levy back and forth. No, it won't be a channel member only, but that will happen later on in the week. Scooter, big up, is also a channel member. If anyone else would like to be a channel member, let me know and I can put the link in. Said, evening, Savva. Not long now to get rid of all our garbage. Yeah, I just can't see it all going, if I'm really, really honest. Perchy, what time are you going live later? I'm going live at 8 if you would like to join me. 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to go live if you would like to join me. Let me know, my friend. Bowers said, hi, Savva. Just goes to show how poor our recruitment has been in the past. No one wants our Deadwood, who are all happy to get splinters, picking up their overpaid salary. This is the real issue. Listen, I don't disagree with you. And this is why, you know what? I think we've given players chance after chance after chance. And many haven't taken that chance. Now, we could put that down to changing managers, changing style. We can put that down to changing directors of football. But most of them have been here a long time and haven't proved anything. Like, for example, this is now Ryan Sessegnon, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Ndombele's 5th year as Tottenham players. 5. What can you tell me any of them have done in a Spurs shirt? This is now Eric Dyer and Ben Davies' 10th year, right? Add up all those years between those 5 players, right? Now add in Hugo Lloris. This is his 12th year. 12th, 13th, 11th, 12th, something like that. Think about it, right? These players seem to go on and on and on and on. Steve has said, how many players you think go in this window? I think 3 or 4 will leave, whether that's under permanent or loan. I'm really not sure. Some breaking news from Sky is that Southampton have made a 10 million bid for Swansea defender Nathan Wood. Sounds like the sort of signing we do, doesn't it? Nathan Wood from Swansea. Big up to every single one of you. Kieran, hope you're well. Said, Savva, in the summer you were heavily critical of Romero. Are you more confident in his ability now you've seen him play a VDV? Listen, as I've said all along, for me, it's about consistency. When players put a run of 6, 7, 8 games together, I will start getting hyped up. I'm like this with every player. For example, I think Van de Ven looks good. Udogie looks good. Sarr looks good. But I think players need consistency. They're only obviously going to get that consistency through playing time, but I don't just change my mind on one game. I don't just look at a player for one game and go, oh my God, I was wrong, or oh my God, I was right, or oh my God, what's happening? Listen, if Romero and Van de Ven can create a partnership anywhere near what Jan and Toby had, I'm all for it, my friend. You won't hear me complaining. Dennis would rather have Nonto, I think, than Brennan Johnson, I think is what we're talking about there. Mohamed Riyad, listen, I think, look, the fact that Elise has turned down Man City to stay at Chelsea, Chelsea to stay at Palace, should I say? I don't know where I got that from. Chelsea to stay at Palace, I think tells you he's not coming to Tottenham. All good my end. Thanks, Kate. All good my end. All good. Thank you. I watched a little bit of it and then I was on the stream. I wasn't impressed by either team, really. I thought Palace worked hard. Arsenal not got into their swag yet, but it's early doors. Listen, I am going to go through some super chats now. So thank you very much. There's been some very generous people this morning. Strasbourg Steve has said you're doing a show at 8 p.m. UK tonight. That's correct, my man. That's correct, Steve. I will be there at 8 p.m. tonight. And hopefully something will have happened today. And we can go with a flow. We might have a little bit of call-in. Might just do a debate. We'll see how it goes. But big up to Steve. And thank you for your nice message this morning. Atavatron Wembley has said just sent a super sticker. So big up to you. Thank you very much for big up to you. Thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Mark Cousins said congrats on 10K. I remember before you got monetized. Mark, I remember those days as well. It's been a long, long journey. And Mark, thank you. You've always been in the show since. By the way, people, keep subscribing. Look, let's end this show on 10,175, which is only now 16 away. We can do that, can't we? 16 people. But big up, Mark Cousins. Thank you very much. George has said, well done for yesterday, Savva. Glad it's ended. Listen, it's all good. It's all good. I just think everyone in the comments, I think all the viewers deserve for Spurs YouTube channels to probably get on as well. And there's just, life's too short. Loads has happened recently that's made me really reflective of a lot of things. Life is too short. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Have a shot. But thank you so much, George. I really appreciate that. Santu again with just a super sticker. Thank you so much, Santu. Oh, I can't thank you enough. You're always so supportive. And he's come back in again, said, get the damn likes up. Absolutely. Thanks, Santu. Santu's ordering you to get the likes up. So thank you very much. Tigaro Single Parent Theory has said, good luck to Fulham if they get Orban. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club seem to talk more than they walk transfer-wise. Get something done, please. Ins and outs. Yeah, we're going to talk about this in a minute because I think the difficulty for me is that, sure, I understand why Kane had to go. I get it. I was supportive of it because I understood that you can't let him go for free. And I understand that he wanted to go. But what you can't do is sell our best player and then give us nothing for the immediate 10, 11 days afterwards. Nothing. So thank you so much, Santu. Tigero has come back in again and said we could sell Ndombele to any French side for a croissant and I'd be happy. Yeah, listen, this guy's been an absolute waste of money at this football club. Still, year in, year out, people talk about him being a player. I've seen nothing from him in a Spurs shirt that makes me think that. We need to get rid of this guy and we need to get rid of him quick. Tigaro, thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. And Oryx Beats, big up, my man. Great guy, Oryx is. Said, what's up, Savva? Have you watched our under-21 highlights recently? That Yaya Santiago kid has scored like 6 goals and 1 assist in 2 games. Top striker, winger for the future. Hey, hopefully Ange will be the guy that starts to bring some of these youngsters through. I think for the last 4 or 5 years, we've just not done it, have we? In the last 4 or 5 years, what have we done? Skippy, who's really had a shot at the first team. I don't think many people have. And thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. Thank you to all the super chats. Much love to all of you. I'm going to try and catch up a little bit. Paddy, hope you're well, my man. Hope you're well. Big up to you, Paddy. Big up to the Spurs community. Hope everyone is well. Big up Ben Kaufman. Look, 27 away from the 500. Click on his link. Come on, people. 123 Bus has said, I can't see Lo Celso filling Maddison's boots. He hasn't done it in the past. I can't see it now. Not on his level. Listen, I think I agree to an extent. I don't think he's at James Maddison's level at all as a footballer. I don't think he's got that engine. But what I do think he will have is a renewed vigor about him. But we saw that in pre-season. He's not been used once yet in the 2 games, even as a sub. So it's interesting, and we'll see how this one plays out. Lee Burgess, big up channel member, said, I personally think Spurs have moved on from Orban and are looking somewhere else. We'll see, won't we? At the moment, I don't even think we've bid. I don't think we put in one bid, did we, for Orban? I'm happy to be corrected on that. I just don't think we put in a bid. Just checking Fabrizio Romano. There's no more news there. Let me just have a little sprinkle around. David Ornstein. Come on, David, give me something. David, give me something. No, something about Dario Gradi being stripped of his MBE. Who remembers Dario Gradi? Nothing. There is nothing from any of the big wigs. I'll see if Alistair Gold has said anything. Alistair Gold has said nothing at all. There is no Tottenham news, people. This is really, really disappointing. Ed Ediz has said Everton join race to sign Tanganga and Dyer could potentially join Fulham for a swap deal with Tosin. I would take both of those things. If Tanganga goes to Everton, I don't even think he's good enough for Everton, if I'm honest. But if Tanganga goes Everton and we swap Dyer out for Tosin, I'm completely cool with that. You get a homegrown player back. One's going out the door and you lose Dyer. And by lose, I mean you win by getting Dyer out. Hugo Boss Wood has said you get a great balance between comments and guests other YouTubers could do with taking. Listen, I think what's important in this YouTube game is for everyone to forge their own path. So I actually had someone message me late last night, say, look, Sav, I'm starting my own YouTube channel. What would you recommend? And the only advice I can give to somebody is you've got to be you. You have to be you. I think a lot of people come on and they're fake. And you can see right through them when it's not them. And I think people have got to be themselves. I think you've got to stay true to what you believe. And I think that what you've got to do is you've got to find that blend. And that's what I've always tried to do. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy because you want to get to comments, but you've got guests on. And it, you know, when you've got a panel show, it's impossible to read out comment after comment after comment. But that's why we do this show every morning at 10 a.m. And we will do a show every morning at 10 a.m. for the foreseeable. Thank you to the people that have subscribed. 10 more. We can get to 10,175. That would be crazy. So please, people, show some love. Show some love. The link is in the chat. And hopefully we'll get to 11K before the end of next week. But we will see. I don't see not being able to sell PEH as being a blow at all. He'll be an integral part of the squad, will greatly benefit not having to play twice a week. I'm going to disagree. I think that if you want to start bringing players in, you've got to get players out. And this is one of the players that will command a fee. I don't think he's good enough for this system at all. Another one that I think we're going to hold on to for years and years and years and years. And then people will go, oh, why can't we sell him? I would get rid of him. Sorry, that's just me. Nao Dawit said, really want reinforcements, but Brennan Johnson isn't it. We'll see. At the moment, I haven't seen a bid, but we'll see. Gary de Groen has said, morning, Savranol. Good morning to you. Red Dan has said, I'd swap Dyer for a packet of Skittles. Tosin is a massive plus if true. I would take Tosin in. I really, really would. Kuva has retorted and said, don't undervalue Skittles like that. Good old Kuva. Hope you're well, man. I love that. Sorry. Sorry, I've tried to get rid of this cough for about 10 days now, and I can't get rid of it. I keep having the this horrible cough syrup. I don't mind cough syrups and stuff like that, but this one is just minging. Can't get rid of the cough. Blind as a bat has said, reports in Spain saying Barca are trying to sign Lo Celso. Sell him and buy a Tate might be in the cards. Listen, I don't mind if anyone wants to go. I honestly don't mind if any player in this club wants to leave. You've got to let players leave. And I think if you can get some money for Lo Celso and reinvest, do it. It's what we've got to do. Sentiment needs to go out the window. Corey boy, big up to you. Said nothing beats playing with Lego with your son and watching Savva. Big up to you. Big up to your son. Daniel Harris has said, yeah, we ain't spending money that was already spent on Kulu and Porro. Hope I'm wrong. I really do. If that money was spent on Kulu and Porro, I'll be so annoyed. So annoyed. And I'll be in that proverbial mud. Chloe said, good morning, Sav, and everyone in the chat. Bit late to the stream this morning, but lateness is greatness. This is a YouTube saying, isn't it? Lateness is greatness. Big up to you, Chloe, and thanks for joining. Better late than never. Hope you're well. Dennis has said, Levy is Levy is dopey, letting Fulham try and get Orban. We've been putting in a bid for 2 weeks. I think the problem is, Dennis, I don't think we have been putting in a bid. I feel like if we had been putting in a bid, this wouldn't be an issue. We'll see. Stevie Sears said, this is why I didn't want Kane to go. 1, we won't replace him. We've got Richie. 2, we could spend 67 million next summer on a striker without Kane money. We did with Richie. Imagine Kane in this team. Yeah, but Steve, you're missing the point. I think a lot of people that keep saying this are missing the point. Kane wanted to go. He said he wanted to go. I don't know how you keep a player if he wants to go. You can't have a player hanging around like that. And you've got to give the manager the best tools for players that want to be here and that want to fight. And I think Kane's race has been run. So for me, I think we all move on. Aaron said, evening, Savva and all from Angeland. Big up to you. Loads of our Australian friends in the chat. Big up to absolutely everybody. We have got a couple more super chats. Martin Knightsbridge, big up to you. And to Mrs. Knightsbridge as well. And said, Tottenham tumbleweed. Yeah, there's a lot of tumbleweed flying around North London at the moment, isn't there? Let's hope that Levy cracks into gear very, very soon. Guys and girls, smash that like button. There's 537 of you, only 268 likes. Smash that button the same way that you would smash in a new transfer at Spurs. And Shane Reynolds has said reports that Bentancur could be back next month. Yeah, look, I think with Bentancur, I think we've got to tread lightly. He's had a very long injury. Even if he's back, I think it's going to take a while to get up to speed, to trust his legs again, trust his body. But listen, good news if he is back. And we're going to need him, right? When the African Cup of Nations comes around, we're going to need him because you're going to lose Sarr and Basuma. Big up, everyone. Keep smashing that subscribe button. We're only 10 away from the 10,175. The link is in the chat. Smash that button. Show the love. John, the Celtic guy, said, good morning, Savva. Good morning to you. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I'm getting well behind on these comments, and this is the problem. We're trying to read out every comment. Alex Dennison, a channel member is somebody that that is a paid subscription. It's a couple of pounds a month, and they have channel member only shows, channel member only chats, channel members' comments get read out as a priority. It's something that some people want to do, some people don't. I would never pressure anyone to doing that. That's all it is, my friend. Stanley Kush said Saudi teams don't even want Ndombele. That speaks volumes. I listen, I think it does. I really think it does. Guna Pino has said, Savva is a real one. Thanks for your work. No worries, my man. Thank you very much. Ash7 has said, Fulham got quoted 35 million euros and haven't bid yet. I guess this is talking about Gift Orban. Interesting. Callum Hughes said, morning, Sav. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Alan Shepherd said Rome wasn't built in a day. Santu has responded and said it's been 23 years, dude. Yeah. This club. What did I think of Roy Keane's comments after the game? Yeah, listen, I agree with him. I think Roy Keane's a straight shooter. He's going to say exactly what he thinks. And he said that Man U were the new Spurs. Take that how you want to take that. D&B Forever said, please, don't let it be Lukaku. Can you imagine if Lukaku came in and got 20 goals this season? Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't ever go at me. I'm just saying. Can anyone imagine? Try and let it sink in. Lukaku, 20 goals in the season. Kate Rickson, big up Kate, is in the chat and said personal terms with Orban, but did that with Raya. Yeah, let's hope that we can get this done. Daniel has said, I've just seen this horrible take on Facebook. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is a very good player. Not just a good player, but also a complete player and one of the best midfielders Tottenham ever had. Yeah, that's got to be a troll. Definitely not. Thank you to the person that just subscribed. Let me know it is so I can say thank you. Please. Let me know. Yeah, I make Henry absolutely right. No one wants Dyer at this club. He's got to go. By the way, here is the link. If anyone does want it, there is the link. And it is also pinned. So thank you very much to everybody. Kudos. Sorry, Strasbourg Steve said, I agree, Sav. My YouTube is just whatever I want to do. I'm unapologetically me, like you say. Yeah, listen, I just try and be honest about Spurs. And I know sometimes people would like me to be more positive. But you've seen when a manager comes in and plays good football, when we put in good performances, I'm positive. When we don't play good football and we don't play well, it's hard to be positive toxically, right? I can't fake those emotions. Never been good at that. Morning, Foxy. Hope you're well. And again, morning, Foxy. He said it twice. That's how happy he is with the morning. Lo Celso is Maddison's backup. Hatate isn't a number 10. I just think he means in general, my man. I think he just meant in general bringing in Hatate into the football club. Vinny Rowley said Chelsea are looking at Balogun or Brennan Johnson. Chelsea are looking at everyone, right? I think they've just signed a new goalkeeper as well. I told it, Chelsea's going to take time. You can't buy that many players and everything gel in one window. You just can't. Allow Brennan Johnson. He's not the one. We'll see. Listen, at the moment, he's not signing. We haven't put in a bid. It's all good. Don't worry. Let's not worry. Profiles UG said, what happened to Elijah Valise? Yeah, Elijah Valise is at Tottenham. I read something a couple of weeks back from Ange saying that he's going to need time, that he's only a kid. He's going to have to get used to England. We'll see. Andrea Webster said, drink hot lemon with a dash of honey as cough may linger for a few weeks. At night, add whiskey to aid sleep. I've actually gone teetotal, so I won't be adding the whiskey, but I'll definitely try the hot lemon with a dash of honey. I can do that. Big up to all of you. Thank you so much. And someone else has subscribed. Everyone's being very generous today. Come on, people. If 8 more of you subscribe, we get to 10,175. And you have no idea how much that would mean to me. Left of Centre said, hi, Savva. Love the podcast. Question to you and the listeners. Do you think the positivity and can-do attitude of Postecoglou, the team and the faithful, will change Levy for the positive? No. I think Levy's been here long enough for us to all know how this one pans out, right? I think we all know how Daniel Levy works. I'd love to see it. I just have very little faith in that happening. But we can all pray, right? Steve said, Alan Phillippe isn't ready for the to play for the first team yet, and said that, yeah, about Valise. Absolutely. So big up to Strasbourg Steve just coming in and just chucking in another super sticker. So thank you so much, Steve. Always appreciate you, my man. Really, really do. You know that. And Oryx Beats is coming again. Too kind, so kind. And said, Dyer makes me want to skydive without a parachute. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I think, I think the problem is when you get a player that says things constantly every year, like, I want to fight for my place. I want to be here. I think sometimes read the room sometimes and see that I think the fans are bored of you. I've got nothing against Eric Dyer as a person. I don't know him. I don't know him at all. This is purely football ability related. When you've been here this long, you just think to yourself, come on, mate, please go and get a new challenge. No one wants you here anymore. You're not in the first team for a reason. Yeah. Anyone else agree with that? Anyone else agree? Alan has said you need Johnson from Forest. It's funny. Brennan Johnson. I'm gonna put a poll out. Let me put a poll out. By the way, the last poll I did was, have you liked and subscribed? And 15% of 304 people said no, which is that's 40 people. How very rude. Let's put out a new poll. Start a poll. Brennan Johnson. It's this simple. Brennan Johnson. I think this is how you spell it. Brennan Johnson. Yes or no? Right? Yes or no? It's that simple. The poll will be there. Brennan Johnson, yes or no? I would take Brennan Johnson. I don't see what he's done wrong. I think he's an exciting young player, but we'll see. Kate has said, congratulations to Harry Kane and Kate having a son, Henry Edward Kane. Big up to Harry Kane for having a kid. And yeah, it is what it is. Troy said, you've been positive, Sav, but you don't play the game. That's why I became a member. Yeah, listen, there's no games to be played. I'll say as I see. If Spurs are bad against Bournemouth, I will call it out. If I think the subs are bad by Postecoglou, I'll call it out, whatever it may be. For this guy, honestly, I love this name. Fernando Mustachioso said, I'm sure Lukaku could score 20 goals this season. It's also as likely he'd declare he wants to move to Belgium after 6 weeks. Might not be any good off the ball despite scoring, though. Yeah, he's definitely an enigma in the world of football, isn't he? Old Romelu Lukaku. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. Much appreciated. Thank you. Who said teams will be trembling? Oh, that's got to be a joke, isn't it? Exactly, Alan. Come on, the 8. Where are you? Let's be having you. Exactly, Alan. Brazil said, been saying for a couple of weeks on here, Awonyi is perfect for Ange Ball. Awonyi of Forest. Imagine how much they'd want for him, though. Anton Polo says, Savva, would you take nope. And moving on. Sell Sanchez to Monaco, swap Dyer for Tosin. Listen, I'm happy for Sanchez and Dyer to just not be at this football club. If we went in with Van der Ven and Romero, with Tosin as third choice, and Ashley Phillips as a young centre-half as fourth choice, I'd be more than happy with that 4. I'd be more than happy with that. Get rid of Tanganga, get rid of Sanchez, get rid of Dyer. I would rather Brennan Johnson play than Kulu. I feel like Kulu, I can't keep saying this. Said before, I think he's very one-dimensional for me. Very one-dimensional. Yeah, big up, Martin. I've had to, man. I've had to. A lot of change in my life recently. I think sometimes we have to evaluate things. We build, we grow, and it's not a good look, right? I looked at myself and was like, yeah, I don't like that version of me. So I had to stop. Big up to everybody. 597 of you in here. Only 313 people have liked. So smash that like button, people. And come on, let's be having you. Where are those 8 people? As Alan Shepherd said, where are those 8 people that are going to help me get to 10,175? Let's do it, people. 8 people. The link is in the chat and it is pinned as well. Troy has said and stated that Elijah Valise would not be involved probably before Christmas, as he has a lot of work to do to assimilate to England and the game. He did say he's already incredibly impressed and stoked he's here. Absolutely. Time is needed. When you buy young players, time is needed. Big up, Perchy. Big up. Let me know, Perchy. So I don't know if you've already said it. If you wanted to come live with me tonight, 8 o'clock, let me know, my man. Always a pleasure to have you on. I love seeing your little face and your wonderful haircut. So feel free to come on. Philly said, let's stay a child, keep Kane, allow him to become resentful at Spurs for, again, denying the opportunity to win trophies. What a reward for a good player who gave us 10 years of good service. He did give us 10 years of good service, absolutely, which is why I've got no problems with him moving on. We move on as a club as well. It is what it is. Tom said, when are we simply going to start ripping up contracts? Keep after it, Savva. Look, I think it's a difficult one. To rip up the contracts obviously means paying people off. I feel like they're not going to do it with many, if they do it with anyone at all. At this stage, I don't think they are going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. I might be wrong, but already it seems like they're not going to do it with. With Lloris, who needs to go. So I'm not really sure that they do it with many other people. By the way, so I was just unblocking a few people. I just want to give people another chance in life. So I'm just going to unblock a few people and we'll see what they're like. And if they start being horrible, then they start being horrible and we block them again. But if anyone feels they're being blocked, message me on Insta and I will unblock them. But yeah. I'm not unblocking all the silly ones, but there are a few people that came into a channel last night and started saying, "Oh, I've blocked them for no reason." So let's unblock them and see. What happens. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. God, I've blocked so many people. God, there's like 350, 500 odd, 600. Oh my God, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Hey, it is what it is. Guys and girls, let me know. Tanganga to Luton. Is this a good signing for Luton if it goes through? What do you think? Tanganga to Luton. Do we think that this is good? Is this good for Spurs? Is this good for Spurs? Is this good for Tanganga? Is this good for both parties? The last part I'll ask you of that is the fact that it might be a loan. Is this just another kicking the can down the road exercise? Or is this good for both parties? Let me know what you think. I'm not sure where I stand with it. I feel like he needs to leave. I don't feel he's good enough for Tottenham Hotspur in any way, shape or form. But I do think that, if I'm being brutally honest, I do think that we need to start selling some players. We've really, really, really got to start selling some players. Really, really have. So let me know what you think. I'm really interested to know. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. My favorite saying. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. I've just unblocked a few people, so we'll see how that goes. Big up to the 589 people who are in the chat. Big up to the 2 people who just subscribed, and to the 6 that are about to subscribe to get me to 10,175. Please let me know if you would like to subscribe. Please let me know if you don't know how. Big up to each and every one of you. Stanley Kush has said he's way overpriced Johnson, 25 million. They want 50. Look, unfortunately, this is the prices for players now. You're not going to get these players at 25 million unless you get them before they make a name for themselves. George, big up, George. Who's this? Wants to send me a chat. Okay, right. So someone's just sent me something about Tanganga. So that's interesting. I'll get to that in a minute. George says Savva might take on the cups. Is and will field the stronger teams as we're only playing league games. Listen, I think, yeah, we will see stronger teams in the League Cup, but we've got Fulham in a week or so, 2 weeks, whenever it is. And we'll find out very quickly, won't we, how seriously we want to take these cups. Rueful Soft Games has said, Johnson isn't bad or anything. I just think there's 3 or 4 better options before him. I'd probably take him over Lukaku. I think it depends where you'd want him to play. For me, I'd want him to play on the right. I think I'd want to see him on the right. Alpesh has said, Sav, I hate saying this. What's happened to all the money? Stadium rights. Why are we skinflinting? This is the question I think a lot of fans want to know, my friend. This is a question a lot of fans want to know. Where has the money gone? Why are we not spending money? You know, we've just made 110, 115 million off of Winks and Kane. Why are we not spending it? Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Absolutely, Perchi. Our man Dave Asprey would not be happy if he lost his beloved Owen Yee. Absolutely. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, people, can we stop putting in comments about Mason Greenwood? I just feel like that's a subject I don't really want to touch upon. Robert has said, Brennan Johnson for 50 million. No thanks. I'd take him over Kulu all day. I'm not going to make any bones about it. Please, can we stop asking about Greenwood? It's now lots of people talking about him in the chat. I just think it's not right. Dale wants Orban, Johnson, Tosin and Eze in. Dyer, Tanganga and Dobole out. Reality, no one in. Ndombele loan at 11:59 on deadline day. Listen, I can see Orban and Tosin. Eze, I don't think you got a chance. I think Palace are going to want some ridiculous money for Eze. Andrew said, Savva, would you take Johnny Connors? I don't know who that. Johnny Connors. Sorry, Mike. I feel like I might be being tricked there with that comment. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I'm not sure. I mean, Brazigo, you're a Palace fan. How much are Palace going to ask for Brennan Johnson for Eze? I feel like it will be 60, 70 million plus, and that's not Daniel Levy, is it? Good morning, Siraj. Good morning, Savva. Late for your shaft and my run. Listen, nothing wrong with keeping healthy, my man. No, Philly. I think there's so. I'm not going to get into it. Actually, I promised myself I wouldn't. I'm not going to get into it. Sean Whelan said, when are the Deadwood going to get out so we can move on and get some players that we need in? It's just taking forever, isn't it? It's just taking forever. Chloe has said Brennan Johnson wouldn't be a bad shout for Wales. He's quite good and always has a threat going forward. I agree. I don't see what the hate is. I don't see where the hate is for Brennan Johnson. I really, really don't. Tanganga gone. He's good for Spurs. Yeah, on a loan. Is that still good for Spurs? Adam has said good for Spurs, not for Luton. Amazing for Spurs and good for Luton. Is he good enough for Luton? Is he good enough? Sean has said all day long. Big up Sean, channel member. All day long in regards to Tanganga. Troy has said, just want to make a massive shout out to Vic. He played such a great game against Man U after a shaky start with Brentford. Some terrific saves, but he looked absolutely all over it, even with the simple stuff. Absolutely. Big up to everyone. Big up to the last person that has subscribed. There's some very generous people today. Thank you. It makes me a bit emotional. Been emotional lately. It's been a crazy couple of days. If anyone else does want to subscribe, I'm putting the link in the chat and it is pinned. So thank you very much. I'd love to end the show on 10-175 and we're still about 6 or 7 away from it. So please, let's get that done. Angus, I did see your game last night. What did you think of it before I answer? Jessica has said, good for all three. To be honest, loan to buy, but be good to see how he gets on with a full season playing though. Yeah, sure. I agree. If he goes to Luton, question is, will he start every game? I'm not saying he won't. I'm just asking, will he start every game? Is he that good? I'm not sure he is. Damn right. If we win the league, hey, it is what it is. Left of centre said, hey, Sav, another question. What does real success look like for Spurs at Christmas? Tough one. I don't think you can have real success by Christmas. For me, as I've said all summer, for me, this year is about consolidation. Let's end the season with the same manager that started it for a start. Let's build and grow on this philosophy of football. Let's see if we can have a couple of cup runs and get back into Europe. If we can do all that, great. I'm not putting any pressure, though, that you must win something when it's your first season and you're completely ripping up a philosophy. Big up to Santu has said, I'd take Johnson. He'd be more effective than Kulu. Discuss, people in the chat. Who are you taking, Brennan Johnson or Kulu? I would take Brennan Johnson. I'm just saying, I'm so underwhelmed by Kulu's all-round game. I think he's a bit of a one-trick pony. Big up, Santu. Thank you so much for the super chat. Always appreciated. Strasbourg, Steve in the house again. I said, do you think Bournemouth is a potential banana skin? Yeah, could be. Could be. Listen, they're not a bad side. Liverpool did sweep them aside, though, after Bournemouth had started really well. But they're not a bad side. They gave us 2 very tough games last year, beating us at ours, and then we beat them in the last minute of theirs. But a new Spurs, let's see what we can do. Let's hopefully beat Bournemouth and make it 7 points from 9. Big up, Steve. Thank you so much. And Saigaro's coming again and said, what happened to the cash from the concerts, etc.? Levy said he'd invest it back in the team. Insert chopper reference here. Where's the cash? Thank you so much, Taigaro. I agree. A lot of very upset fans. Where is the cash? Seems to be the overriding emotion with Tottenham Hotspur fans this summer. Levy, where's our cash? Stanikush said, if we finish 5th, would we get Champions League? I believe so. Yes. I believe so. Adisa said, we're going to get Longley on deadline day. You watch, mark my words. 10 days to go, people. Yeah, this is truly a worry, isn't it? This is truly a worry, and I really hope we don't. James said, everyone who leaves this summer won't all be sold, some loaned. I think Tanganga would be more like a loan deal and some others permanent. I hope so. We need someone to move permanently, though, soon. Surely we can't do what we did again last season and just constantly put people out on loan and bring them back next year and have the same issue. It does seem to be strange. Lee Burgess, big up, channel member, said Tanganga to Luton might be a good thing as he needs games. If he does well, does his value go up? Well, this is the thing, but we keep loaning players out and those clubs don't ever buy them. Everyone we loaned last year, no club that loaned that player has bought them, unless I'm wrong. Somebody? Anyone? Anyone who was loaned last year, they've been bought by that club? I don't think so. Ash, come on. Don't say this to me, man. So we've already spent it. Kate said, what's happening with Ndombele? He wants getting off the books. Problem is, he's on 200 grand a week. Will any other club pay him 200 grand a week? He seems to care more about that than he does playing football. Tom said, what's the hold up on Orban? Perfect fit for us and way more upside than Richarlison. I agree. I'm not here to disagree with you. I agree. Andy has said, morning, Savva. We'll get a forward or go with what we have. I think we will get someone in the last 10 days. I'm not sure what sort of level that's going to be. Big up. We're now only, 5 subscribers to get to 10,175. 5 of you. That's all it needs. And big up so far for the 351 likes. There's 589 people in the chat. So come on, smash that like button as well, people. Sean Smith has said, I don't think the money has gone. They just want players out before more came in. And Anne just said that in a press conference. Yeah, I mean, if they have said that, it is worrying, but it is what it is. Rob78 said, watch Johnson when he plays for Wales, plays right wing, hangs just off the shoulder of them defenders and loses them with pace. He can be very dangerous. Yeah, I've got nothing against Brennan Johnson. I feel a lot of people are being harsh on him. Eze is for next summer. Paratici was renowned for not selling players, but the honour belongs to Daniel Levy, as we were bad at negotiating exits long before. I agree. It's just something we can't seem to do. Sorry. I apologies. I don't know what. I still don't quite get it, but it is what it is. Brazeagle said Palace would not part ways with Eze for less than £18 million. 18 million. The world's gone absolutely bananas, hasn't it? Troy has said Johnny Connor, was he the backup guitarist for the Pistols? I have no idea. This is well out of my comfort zone. I have no idea about that. Thank you to the person that just unsubscribed. Thank you very much. Anton said, where's the NFL, WizKid and Beyonce money? It's all burning a hole somewhere, my friend, isn't it? Stanikush said, case was dropped. He wasn't innocent. We heard the audio. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized what you're talking about. Yeah, just something I don't really want to get into. If Højbjerg doesn't get his move to Spain, could we use him in a player and cash deal for Johnson? Perfect. From Atletico Madrid to Nottingham Forest, I'm sure he'd be well happy with that old Pierre Højbjerg. Big up Rodney Roberts. All is well with me. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Orox Beats, big up to you as well. Said, I think we shouldn't sell any midfielders except for Ndombele before the AFCON, just to be safe. I think we will do midfielder business in January. I mean, look, we have got about 9 centre mids, though, haven't we? Do we need 9? I mean, Sarr, Maddison, Basuma, Skip, Lo Celso, Ndombele, Højbjerg, Divine can play there. There's 8. Do we need 8 centre mids when we're only playing once a week? I'm not sure, my man. I'm not sure we need that many. Aldo said, big up Sav, Arsenal fan here, but love the content. Keep it coming. Big up to you, my friend. I hope all is well. I really, really appreciate that. Let's have a look. Someone sent me some news. Here we go. Al Nassr forward Anderson Talisca could see his contract terminated at the club. The Asian Confederation only allow 5 players born outside of Asia to play in the Asian Champions League. And the Saudi club are expected to prioritise Ronaldo, Mane, Fofana, Brozovic and one other. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see how that plays out. That's going to be really, really interesting. But let's see. These things happen for a reason. Where's Talisca going to go? Obviously we had yesterday that Jota is already going to leave Saudi Arabia. Now you've got Talisca might as well. Maybe the grass isn't as green as everyone thinks out there after the money has all gone. Big up to the animal. I said, why not Laporte? Sold to Al Nazir for only 25 million. The animal. I'm going to give you the simple answer. Al Nazir are paying him 450 to 500,000 pounds a week, tax free. What on earth would he want to join Tottenham for? He's been there, seen it, done it, won it. I just don't. I said it all along. I didn't think he was a goer. Roosper, it's a good day, Savva. Love your work, mate. Random question. What's the brand of that top you're wearing? Let's get these outgoings happening. I always forget what it's called. I just don't really care about Lyle and Scott, maybe. Yeah, Lyle and Scott. Let's go with that. Yeah, we need outgoings. And what a picture. David Ginola. Big up to the great man. Oh, David, come back and play again, please. Big up to every single one of you. Chloe has said, Brennan Johnson all day long over Kulu. Just because he plays for Forest doesn't mean he isn't a good player. Completely agree with you. Stanley Kusher said, nope, we're smoking Bournemouth. Mark my words. I really hope so, my man. Rodrigo has said, Savva, thoughts on Basuma and Solomon's link up with the Techers. Yeah, I agree with you. It was really, really nice. Speaking Spurs said, I will not stand for the Kulusevski slander. No slander. He's just a one-trick pony. I've been really underwhelmed for over a year now. I've said this for a long time. I don't think this is anything new. I wouldn't have bought him. I thought I was thoroughly unimpressed the other day watching him. Even for the goal, his pass was awful. It hit a defender and luckily bounced back into the path of the goal scorer. I thought a lot of moves break down on Kulusevski. Kulu just did a cutback for the Sarr goal. Yeah, I mean, but even the cutback, it wasn't. If you go back and watch it, the cutback went to no one. Yun plays football, said, I'll take Kulu, but only just. Not looking good because one plays in a superior team while the other plays at Forest. Yeah, look, each to their own. Philly has said glass half full, glass half empty approach. Brennan Johnson would fit Ange's profile of a striker running between the lines. I think his pace would be very good for us as well, Philly. I really think his pace would be good for us. I don't think Kulu's got it. I really, really don't. Hey, just me. Arsenal got robbed. Tomiyasu got 2 yellows. He didn't deserve one. I mean, they still won the game. So, I'm sure it's all good. David said, I'd love to see Orban rather than Johnson. I know they don't play in the same position. A striker and a centre-back is a priority. I do agree with you. I don't think we'll go in for Brennan Johnson, but listen, there's a lot of clubs that are apparently sniffing about this guy. Big up to every one of you. There's 567 of you still in the chat. We're going to go for another 20 minutes until 11:30. We're on 358 likes. Let's get that likes to at least 400. Come on, people. And we're only 4 subscribers away from the 10,175, which will be crazy. Big up to every one of you. Rodney Roberts has said, Savva, I am sick of pundits not giving us credit. We played great, and all they talk about is how Man U lost the game. Look, I think at the moment they're probably going to see it as a fluke. I think if Spurs keep playing like that and keep winning games like that, I think you'll start to see a lot more. But listen, be happy, man. Let us go under the radar. That's what we want, right? Adrian, big up to you, has said, Johnson is a good player, but 50 million is too high of a price. I'd go for Orban, to be honest, and another defender that can compete with VDV and Kuti. If Adebayo doesn't want to come, move on to other targets. I don't disagree with anything you're saying. Unfortunately, the player market, especially for British players, is so crazy. Daniel has said, didn't surprise me to see Arsenal win last night. They're experts at winning against lesser teams, but struggle against top 4. Think they'll comfortably get second. We're not a match yet. Yeah, I thought they'd win 2-0. But listen, it's early days in the season. What these bigger clubs do, though, the Arsenals, the Cities, is they start, with 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in a row, 5 wins in a row, and already set themselves, boom, up there as who to chase. And from then, it's a confidence game. Can we keep up for any amount of time? I'm not sure. But Bournemouth will tell us a lot of information. Why won't anyone play Kulu on the left? Shoot me down if you like. I just don't get why no one has tried it. I just don't think he's got the pace to play on the left. If I'm honest, I think he'd get found out even more on the left because I don't think he's got the pace to get past his fullback. That's only my opinion. But I don't think there's anything wrong with swapping them during the game. Half an hour. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Kudos has said people need to stop with the Lukaku and Longley rumours. It's not happening. Hey, let's hope not. Palmsy, big up to you in the chat. Hope you're well. Q7, big up. I hope you are well as well. Tigara said, here, no cash here, no cash. Yes, you can imagine Levy being a little bit like that. Rodney has said, we need to get Savva on Sky. I don't think they'd have me on Sky. I don't think I say enough nice things about the club. I'd be cancelled. Thank you. I'm not going to read it out, but thank you very much. I don't want to read out things about other YouTubers. The Chris Master said, don't see us signing anyone else this window, to be honest, nor do I see us selling anyone. Chris, I think you'll see a few go out. Surely. Has to. I think surely you have to. Kudos has said, I'm sorry, but after seeing Kulu in that first season, there's definitely a quality player in there. Kulu is working on adding more dimensions to his game, but boy, can the guy strike a ball. Again, it's all... Again, for me, this is all emotion over reality. I hear this so much. There's definitely a player in there. I watch him and he's poor game after game after game. I don't see that he's adding any dimensions to his game. And when does he strike a ball? I've not seen. I don't know. Sorry, I could. So I'm gonna. I think all of this is just made up. I'm sorry. When does he strike a ball? Like, I can't remember the last time I saw him do it. Yes, yeah. This is the thing. And that's fine. I'm not knocking that. But, you know, if we're going to give players praise, hey, Gold K said, hello, Savva. Get in Ernest Numa and Orban. Great investments, trust me. I keep hearing a lot about this Ernest Numa, but not seen in play. Come on, guys and girls. 4 more of you to get to 10,175. Just 4. There's nearly 600 of you in here. Come on, people. 4 of you. The link is in the chat. Martin Knightsbridge said, you wouldn't get me out of a 200k a year job, but 200k a week, I'll definitely keep my backside on a bench. Yeah, listen, this is the problem. This might be why Ndombele doesn't want to leave. It might be that we've accepted bids, that he doesn't want to leave because he's on that money. I don't know. It's a problem of our own making. For sure. It's a problem of our own making. But what do we do? Big up to Dave H, 1960, who has become a YouTube channel member. Big up to you, Dave. Thank you so much. As I said, watch out. There will be every 2 weeks, there is a channel member only show. The next one is going to be the back end of this week. So probably Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure of the time. I will put a chat only to my members later today where I ask what's the best times for people. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Dave. Welcome to the Football Heritage TV family. I should really. I don't think I created it though, so I don't think it would be very genuine. Yeah, George, I thought it was Lyland Scott. Yeah, I'm so bad with fashion and names and stuff. As you get older, I just don't. Well, as I got older, I just didn't really care. Gary has said apparently Ndombele turned down Nottingham Forest. Honestly, I wouldn't wish him on Nottingham Forest. Kate has said Savva Levy is hoping Richarlison going to come good, so we might not get a striker he likes. Tony from Brentford want 100 million. Can't see Levy paying that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to pay that for Ivan Toney either, if I'm brutally honest. Isn't it funny? Every time I say, come on, just 4 more subscribers, someone else unsubscribes. Very weird bunch of people sometimes. Football fans are so weird. They come into a YouTube channel, watch for free, and then get upset when someone promotes their channel. Very, very strange. Garrico Christos has said, no update on Maddison. You know what that means, by the way. He's definitely going to be out for 4 weeks plus. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Rumour is that Lloris has rejected Lazio, so we can't even get rid of him. Poor, isn't it? It is poor. If he doesn't want to go, pay him off. Russ, you can't find my podcasts. I work on YouTube. I do have a Spotify account where I upload every now and then, but I just don't really see the point. Everything I do is on YouTube, my friend. So you won't find my podcasts anywhere. They don't exist. Rob has said any red card Arsenal get is a good red card. Sai has said both Sonny and Kulu's games have been sussed. Neither get beyond the last offender early enough. I think that's fair enough. Dale has said, I think Kulu is better suited to the 8 or 10. We need quick wingers. Forget the lack of end product. Adama Traore and St. Maximum would be my ideal wingers. No. You've just named 2 players with absolutely zero end product. How can we want wide players that don't have end product? Surely that makes no sense, Dale, does it? I just don't get it. Who's News has said Josip Juranovic for right back. Giacomamis as powerful target man. 2 deals waiting to be done. Both at Celtic, right? Is that right? Are they both at Celtic? I can't remember. I think they are both at Celtic. Big up to Shivraj Patel, who's just stuck in a super sticker. So thank you so much. That really is much appreciated. Appreciate it. We've got 12 minutes of the show left to go. So I really do appreciate that. And I won't ask for any more subscribers because I think people have given up on subscribing today. So big up to everyone that has. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat so far. Mark New has said, Ndombele, take the hit, rip up the contract. If he won't agree to a transfer, his wages are shockingly high. Yeah, he's on 10 million a year. He's on 10 million a year. What do you do with that? What do you do? Karen has said, good morning. Sorry if I missed the update on Maddison. There isn't one. I certainly haven't seen one coming out from Tottenham, from anywhere else in the press. I don't know if anyone else has that I'm missing. Jeremy Doku has booked in the first part of his medical for tomorrow with Man City. So Man City getting reinforcements up top. Napoli and Celta Vigo back in contact again today to discuss the issues of the Gabby Veiga deal. I would love Gabby Veiga. I really would love Gabby Veiga. Lewis Hall's completed his deal. Picture of him shaking hands with Eddie Howe. Hey, come on, Spurs. Let's keep up with the Joneses here, shall we? It's such a positive start. Did you see Decker's bossing the midfield last night? I thought it was all right. I think in a game where you were meant to have all the ball, I feel like you're stretching here, Angus. I feel like this is as biased as it gets. I thought he did well, but I wouldn't say he bossed anything. Palmsy said, I can see Spurs shocking Arsenal and the rest of the Premier League this season. Let's hope so. Let's keep our feet on the ground. You just never know what's going to happen. We did that one. Hugo Boss has said Kulu may cover Maddison role if he's injured. Let's see. I think it will more likely be Lo Celso, but let's see. Oryx Beats said, I got your point, Sav. 8 is a lot of mids, but our history of injuries is terrible. We don't know how long Sarr and Bassoon will be at the AFCON. Yeah, didn't I see somewhere that if players go to the AFCON, I think you only miss 3 games? I might be making it up. Can someone let me know? I just don't think it's as bad as we all think. And there's so many midfielders. You can't have 8 centre mids on your books, can you? George has said, my guess is we're going with what we've got. January window, small chance of movement. So what we have might be for the whole season. Let's hope not, George. But listen, this is Spurs. Tigaro, single parent theory, says, Savva chat, I recommend watching the Neville Bartos scene in Chopper. And just Chopper and Levy as Neville. Iconic. I'll have to give that a watch. Palmsy has said, I can see Spurs getting top 4 and Arsenal not. Wow, shots fired. He scored a bunch of curlers that first season. Kudos, but that was over a year ago, man. I mean, we're going back 14, 15, 16 months. How long do we hold on to this for? At the moment, he doesn't look like scoring. He looks awful. Stanley Cush said, it takes no effort to drop a like and subscribe. Come on, people. Yeah, thank you, Stanley Cush. I appreciate it. You can say it. I won't anymore. Blinders Abata said, Nurma is going to Leon, I think. Well, what will happen is he'll go to Leon. If he's that good, he'll get a move in a year or two. Nurma plays for Norgeland. I think it's pronounced that, Norgeland in Denmark. Nurma would suit Ange's system. Lots of love for Nurma at the moment. Here we go as another one. Nurma is a baller, but rumours he may go to Leon. Palmsy said, I don't think it's an outlandish prediction based on what I've seen so far. Angus McDowell, Angus and let's see how this pans out between Angus and Palmsy. Angus, do you think you guys are in a title race? Do you think you guys are going to win the league? Just wonder where you think you're going to finish this season. Put your neck on the line there. Where are you going to finish this season? Let me know. Big up to absolutely everybody in the chat. It's really good stream this morning. I've really enjoyed it. And Rodney said, best stream by far. Thank you so much. Listen, I've really enjoyed it. And it's lovely, isn't it? We haven't had a single troll. Hopefully I've not spoke too soon. We haven't had a single troll in the chat. Mark New has said, Ndombele. Oh, we've done that one. Apologies. Kate has said, big up for doing this every day, Savva. As someone who suffers from depression and is still struggling right now, this show always puts a smile on my face. Thank you for that. Kate, listen, keep going, battle through it. The only way to deal with depression, take your mind off it, watch things, speak to people, and all will be good. All will be good. So listen, keep fighting that good fight. You're a good person. Okay. Rufus Soffer said, F the pundits. We're flying under the radar. Let them carry on underestimating Ange. Listen, let's get 5, 6, 7 games deep before we start talking like this, because football is a humbler. Beat Bournemouth, and it's a great start, 7 from 9 points. What you don't want to do is start talking like this, and then all of a sudden we lose to Bournemouth and everything's gone down. Just quickly, I'm just going to pause it. I've got Sky Sports on. I won't show you because of copyright. But they've just done some comparisons of possession, successful passes, 10-plus pass sequences, and I'll just let you know. So here it says, the stat I will give you first will be last year. The stat I'll give you second is this year. Now, bearing in mind, it's a 2-game so far, but this is the way Ange plays. Total shots, 13.6 last year, 17.5 this year. Don't forget, this is an average per game. Possession, 49% last year, 63% this year. Successful passes, 395 last year, 533 this year. 10-plus pass sequences, 10 last year, 17 this year. Touches in the opposition box, 23 last year, 36 this year. Successful passes in the final third. This is the big one. 79 last year, 174 this year, nearly 100 more. High turnovers, 6.7 last year, 9 this year. And pressed sequences, 11.9 last year and 18 this year. I think we can see a huge difference in the way that we play. But it's 2 games. Can we keep that up? Does Nottingham Forest suck? Where even is that? In Middle Earth somewhere? Why doesn't anyone want to go there? Does Nottingham Forest suck? I don't know. Why has that come about? Why has that come about? Oh, yeah, I know, mate. Listen, I'm not worried. They'll come. I'm not worried. I'm not worried, mate. All is good. So, hey, it is what it is. Right, okay. Fabrizio Romano has given the here we go from Ernest Numa to Leon. So it'll be interesting to see, won't it, what that player is about. Another young forward that Spurs haven't got. So here we go. I'll show you this. Look, I'll show you this. Where are we? Move that. If I share my screen, Fabrizio Romano, there we go. So for anyone that did want this guy, as you can see, Ernest Numa has completed his medical tests at Lyon. 25 million euro fixed fee with 5 million add-ons. Loan with obligation to buy. Loan to buy deal. Why can't we do these types of deals? Why aren't we looking at these types of players? Look, I'll follow him. I can't say enough about him. I don't know enough. Let's follow him. Let's see what he does this year. And hopefully we can get Orban, because otherwise I can see a here we go for him from someone else very, very soon. James has said, hey, lad, do you play FPL? Yeah, we've got an FPL league and I'm doing terribly in it. You know what I did last week? Forgot on the Friday to change my team. Angus, where's Angus? I want to see what his response was to me. Where was Angus? Angus, did you say where you were going to finish this season? I don't know. Did anyone see Angus say where he thought Arsenal would finish this season? I'd love to know. Brian Murphy said, Ernest Numa is definitely an upgrade on Kulu. left-footed player, mostly on the right wing, power, pace, intelligent football. And footballer, sorry. Look, I need to see this guy play, but look, he's gone to Lyon. He's gone to Lyon. It's what we do, isn't it? We miss out on these young top players across the world. Let's hope we can get one in. Krusty Crimpets, as big up to you, has said Eze looked good. Good footballer. Kudos has said Deckers is a waste of 100 million. Could have bought a 40 million player to do the same job. Angus has hit back and said, sounds like jealousy. Angus, please let me know. Please let me know where are Arsenal going to finish this year. I think I asked you earlier. I'm not sure if I missed it. I'd love to know. Dennis looks like he's an Arsenal fan. I said, Palmsy, so if Arsenal have been flopping, what have Spurs been doing for 20 years? Or shots fired between the Arsenal and Spurs fans in the chat. Just a girl who loves Spurs said, morning, Savva. Hope you and the family are okay. Yeah, all good this end. Yeah, it's been a tough week. But when are our club going to get when are our club going to get the outgoings and incomings done? Their days are ticking by. Jim, madness, isn't it? You got 10 days, including today. If we even want to get rid of 4 or 5 players, that needs to be an average of 1 every 2 days. Madness. Let's hope it starts moving quickly, my man. Big up, Danny K. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're all good. Big up to you. Much love, mate. Hope you're well. Danny, let me know. I'm going to do a stream at 8 p.m. tonight. Let me know if you want to come on. Be good to have you on, brother. I agree, Adam. I think Kulu was unknown, and I do think he's been very much sussed out. You know, the problem will be the next goal he scores, it'll be, see, he's back. For me, I need consistency. Top players do it game after game after game, and this guy, for me, is disappointing most games. Just trying to be real in my assessment. Big up to everyone. We've just passed the 400 likes, so thank you very much. We are going to go for 3 more minutes, people. One last try. I'll put the link in the chat. It is pinned as well. If anyone would like to subscribe, please do. And we'll be back at 8 p.m. tonight. We're back at 8 p.m. tonight. We'll have a video throughout the day, or we'll have an emergency video, I suppose, if there's any news, if there's an outgoing or an incoming. So big up to you. And please, please, please go over and watch Perchy at 12 o'clock. Perchy will be putting on some live content for you all. He always does. And he's a great guy, Perchy. So please support him in that. Yeah, that would be really, really, really good. So please do that. 1 second. Oh, why has that not worked? 1 second. Perchy, I hate Perchy TV. Perchy TV live upcoming. Perchy's got 4 upcoming. Which one's the today one? Let's put that on. Scheduled for the 23rd. It's not that one. Oh my God, Perchy. It's not that one. The Perchy. Is it this one? Perchy's got so many. Why are there so many Perchy? That's the 26th, Perchy. That's the 26th, Maddison. That's the 22nd. That's the one. Save. There we go. Big up to Perchy. Much love, brother. Always been there for me. Big up, everyone. Right, we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much to absolutely everyone that's come today. I really hope that you enjoyed the show. Back tonight at 8 p.m. Just quickly, hands up in the chat. Who's going to come and join us at 8 p.m.? The league that you can join. 1 second. Let me see if I can... where are we? Oh, hang on. Why is it asking me to do that? Savva 1414, sign in. Please just say, I'll put it in the link. I'll put it in my YouTube link a bit later, mate, and you'll be able to join. Big up to everyone. Who's going to be joining me at 8 o'clock? Raise your hands in the air. Well, that was about to sound like a bit of a rap, wasn't it? Let's not go there. If you're going to join me, that'd be great. And I hope that everybody has enjoyed the show. Take care, everyone. Much love. We'll see you later on. And come on, Spurs, get your finger out. Come on. Let's sell some players and buy some players. Big up to you all. Take care. Goodbye.